when did you decide that you wanted to go on the show, and why did you decide that you wanted to apply to get on the show?
So I actually didn't apply. They found my profile on a dating app, and they contacted me, and then they're like, "Hey, we like you. Let's have a conversation." So they reached out to me, not vice versa.
Interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that they did that. That kind of just warps your whole perspective on it, because I assume, because when you're watching the show, the sign always comes up to, if you want to be the next contestant, click here and apply. So I didn't even know that they were actually actively reaching out to people.
A lot of them, I mean, I assume I really don't know so much about what goes on behind the scenes, and I can't really talk about what goes on behind the scenes. I assume, I'm just conjecture, but I assume that a lot of the people get in because of that. But because I live in Los Angeles, and where a lot of the casting department is based, I think it's probably a little bit different, because if they see somebody pop up, and maybe it's a different, story, versus the casting department is less likely to have, to be in Iowa, looking around. So
Gotcha. Okay. And so they reached out to you and not vice versa. Why did you follow up with them, and why was it something that you were interested in?
So long story short, I was like about a year-ish out of a 5.5, 6-year relationship. And I went into it, like this gonna be fun, and it's like I went into it cautiously optimistic. I'm not one of those guys who went in like, oh my God, I'm gonna find love for sure. But I went into, but I'm also not a guy going, it's impossible. I'm like, you know what, let's get on this train and see where it takes us. I was actually not supposed to be on this season. I was supposed to be on Katie's season, which was a season beforehand.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you speak on the reason for the delay or no?
It's let me think about how to phrase this. Long story short, false positive COVID test.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. And so in hindsight, and we're jumping ahead a little bit here, would you have rather been on that season? Was that who you initially wanted? Or since they reached out to you, I assume you didn't necessarily have a preference for whoever the Bachelorette was, but
I think I would have gotten along better with Katie.
Okay.
I feel like we would have meshed better as far as kind of the way our humors strike, and I think we're both a little bit naughty, and I think that would have been a fun thing. I think she also, from what I've seen, whatever, she tends to like there's like a lot of, the guys on the show were wonderful, but there's like a lot of like the, like, not to stereotype, but there's like Mr. Football Bro, and I feel like the girls on this season were they liked Mr. Football Bro, and I feel like Katie would be more into Mr. like artsy oddity guy,
Gotcha.